Hey everybody, this is Dustin, your urban specialist. So I'm here with Terry. Hey Terry, he just got this thing all buttoned up. So, just something else to think about. We're here in California and our roads are pretty rough. And so, yeah, he said they suck. So, when I travel to other states too, it's like, wow, these roads and freeways are nice, right? Every state, every place has different temperatures, rain, snow, this, that, the other, roads and all that. So that's why we end up doing like so much brake and suspension work here. But we also do a lot of stuff that, falls apart. So here a while back, we had this trailer in here and we had torn off the whole front end and the metal had broke loose. And I think that was probably about a year ago or so. And so from the shaking and vibration, it had actually broke the cross piece, which caused the skirting down here to impact on the I-beam. So we took all that apart, fixed that a long time ago. Now they've came back in and said, hey, my whole wall came loose. Well, this whole wall, as in the last video, completely broke loose off of the foundation and just was popping out where you could stick your hand out through it. So what we found, again, no issues from like installation issue, manufactured issue, nothing that was like, hey, can I turn this in for any reason? This one also is a 2017, so it's basically, 7-8 years old. And this owner is actually, we see them all the time. They actually use it pretty regularly. So what had happened was just from shaking and vibration, and we don't know, depending on what kind of weight distribution hitch they have an older version of one, the old chain style one, or if they go, through some rough roads or not. But this wall came loose. And in the previous videos, there was only 3 bolts. So there was a hanger somewhere in this area. There was a hanger back over somewhere in this area. And then there was a bolt that sandwiched the aluminum together in here in the steel combination. So those literally wore and oblonged to where it broke itself loose. So we not only did we resecure that, we added in a T fitting over here, a T bracket. We did another T bracket. This one was still good, but we tightened it up. We ended up putting a bunch of lags in there, pre-drilling them and putting them in, as you've seen in the other video. So just something else to stay on top of. We did show you in here where we took off the J-skirt and the Z-lock or S-lock, and some people refer to either way, but the S-lock that's on there, and how it's just a straight shot down to everything. So make sure that, make sure that you silicone this edge really well. If you're seeing this video, and even if you don't have a Grand Design or another unit, if you don't have screws in your S-lock, we recommend that you put them in. Sometimes they're spaced out pretty far, so sometimes you might need to add some additional to that. This unit originally didn't have those screws. They just had a couple screws down low, here and here, and so we actually installed the screws all the way around the coach, I believe, maybe over a year ago. So another thing to quick talk about is when this wall came loose, so you want to keep an eye on this. This wall is the support for the Schwintek slide out. And so it's been causing damage to the actual rail. And then what we want to recommend to the owners, and I'm sure they'll see this down the road, is that all this silicone, all the sealant, where it's a sign of this molding jumping and moving, has bled out. So all this needs to be trimmed off. Everything on here needs to be tightened up. These marks that you see, that's this like, why is this mark here, right? Well, this mark is here because when this room is closed, and here's the wiper sill, when this room is closed, there's still, a little bit of shaking like this when it's traveling down the road. And that's what's making that rub mark. And so it's just sitting there agitating itself and rubbing the rubber off to the coach. So if you haven't been conditioning your sills, we recommend that you do that. Make sure that all your screws are good. Same thing on this side. You can see where this stuff has been moving around and it's forcing the putty behind it. So when you start to see, why is this stuff moving? It's from the jarring up and down as well as side to side. So it's actuating just enough shaking like that to cause it to force itself out. So make sure you're staying up on your sealants. I'll quit yapping for now. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to reply back or on the post. And again, if you haven't joined our Grand Design RV Owners Group, I think we're up to, we're getting close to 29,000 now. I think we're at 28 something, 900 or 800, something like that. So if you know anybody else that owns a Grand Design, please encourage them to come join our group. It helps us to get the information out there. And another new tip, if you didn't already catch it before, we are doing Grand Design warranty again. And so if you have a recall, if you have a warrantable issue, if your dealership's not taking care of you, give us a call. Just keep in mind, that we didn't sell it, we didn't build it. So when you come in, we're just here to help you. So we try to, stop the frustration. Let's get back to what's going on with our patient, which is your RV. So, okay, thanks so much again for watching. You guys have a great day. Travel safe. Go out. We got 4th of July coming up. So, if you're going to some really cool places or you got some cool pictures of your travels, shoot us some pictures, shoot us some videos. We'd love to have it. We'd love to share it with the group. All right, thanks again for watching. This is Dustin, your RV specialist at California RV Specialist. Thanks again.